Hey, how are you, everybody? It's me again. You know, the old guy. Lucy was just here, and she stuck her nose up in the air and left. She's been doing that all morning. She's not talking to her friends. She's just being Lucy, which is okay with me. So listen up, everybody. I read some articles again. I get tired of reading these articles because they don't make any sense, and I'm not sure they're real because they're coming off of YouTube. I guess like people look at me and say, I'm not sure he's real. Trust me, I'm fat, I'm real. You know, can't get rid of that glare though. I have to work on that somehow or another. You know, maybe hold on a minute. I'm gonna try and get rid of the glare. How's that? Is that any better? Yeah, that looks a little better anyhow. What are you gonna do? So you read these articles and you wonder where, or you see these videos and you wonder, are they real? That's why I don't claim to be a know-it-all or anything. I'm just putting up opinions. If you don't like them, don't listen to them. If you think there's some truth to what I'm saying, check it out, look it up. I haven't got all the inner time and energy to do all of it. I look up some of it. Depends what it is. I saw one this morning saying that the Republicans are going to and Trump are going to try and stop vets from voting. I can't believe this one's true. You know, I just can't. And then sticking veterans, I'm going, now, wait a minute now. This is what's missing from Trump's fascism scenarios, and that is the military. When Hitler came to power, he had the military on his side. The generals were his, everything. I'm not sure Trump does, because there's just so many different nationalities involved in this. There's immigrants. There's, you know, the kids' parents are getting involved in it. It gets a little crazy. Did you see where Donald said that the Republicans have got? I'm not remembering the number correctly. I know it's either 6,000 or 10,000 people being in training to replace every civil service worker in Washington that disagrees with Trump. Now, if that's true, that's pretty screwed up. Your tax dollars are going to go pay for the end of democracy. Yeah, that's the thing. Trump's still going to want you to pay your taxes and everything, and he's taking away the rights that people fought for their whole lives. Look, when you're old, you know things, okay, because you've experienced them. Now, I experienced my mother back in the 60s when I was at a high school and my father died and everything. It would have been like 63 when I got out. He died for you. So 67, you had Woodstock, you had all this stuff going on. My mother couldn't get a credit card. My mother didn't divorce my father a few years earlier because she couldn't get a job. She was basically unemployable, and that she couldn't get credit, couldn't sign a lease. I was too young. Uh, there's all sorts of things going on there. Uh, and my mother didn't want to go to a lot of her friends or the family because they frowned upon that. Uh, and I think she was. Let's see. My uncle Bob was Catholic. She was Catholic. My uncle Joe was ridiculously Catholic. But the rest of the family wasn't. You know. And Catholicism did not believe in divorce back then. They still don't believe in it. But they don't care if you have kids, though. You can have kids out of wedlock, but don't get divorced. That's Catholic for you. Wow. So I can't believe these things. These this story about the veterans is true because I know the Republicans are dumb, but I can't be in them, seeing them be that stupid that they would try to do something like that. You have to understand that there are a lot of articles about things that are supposedly happening right now, where Trump is doing this or Trump is doing that, and you don't know whether they're true or not. I know Project 2025 is true. I haven't read the whole thing. I mean, it's just 800 pages. I get bored. It's like Mein Kampf. It's bullshit. Oh, pardon me. That's bullshit, and I get tired of it. You see, I'm already getting tired just thinking about it. Uh, there's just uh, a ton of crap out there that just makes little or no sense. Uh, there's something going on. I mean, the Republicans have a vice president that nobody wants, vice president candidate, I should say, that nobody really wants. And he's like a lot of other people that are over there. One a year ago he was saying something. Look at Ron DeSantis and all the and Nikki Haley, all the nasty shit they said about Donald Trump. And once he became the nominee, hey, he's my man. Now, if I'm Donald Trump, I can't expect any kind of loyalty from these people. And as soon as I get elected, I got to get rid of these people. I got to get these people as far away from me as I possibly can. J.D. Vance was a huge mistake. If he loses the election, which I think he has a slight possibility of doing, I'm going to say that the reason is J.D. Vance is his vice president. I just can't see. I just can't see that happening. What else can I talk about this morning? Let's see. Lucy was running around this morning. She was being very Queenie. She wasn't talking to any of the dog friends that she has. She was just ignoring everybody. A little puppy, stray puppy came by, and I wanted to grab it, and she barked at it, and it took off and ran away. And she had, she's sitting there with a grin on her face. She's just a very mischievous little, whatever you want to call it. I saw a friend of mine, which I was walks around here with his dog, and they're good friends with, and Lucy just wouldn't come near him and say hello to him. So I'm talking to my friend, waiting for Lucy to show up, and we're talking politics like we do. And I said, I can't believe the interest some people have down here and what goes on up there. And they're usually people that work with people in the United States. And he does. He works with people in a company in the United States, and he works from here for them. And this is they're deeply concerned about the politics of the United States. And people are saying, well, it's people in the United States that are really fascinating, with their complacency. He can't do that. He's all talk. And I guarantee you, he'll do it if he's elected. You know, um, and remember this: he has immunity. If he believes that it's an official act to shoot J.D. Vance in the head, he'll do it. And he'll get away with it because he has immunity granted to him by his private little court that we used to call the Supreme Court. Now it's Trump's court. I don't know. I'm sure they've got some sort of dirt they're going to start putting out about Kamala besides the personal hits at her. But everybody's got a little bit of that, especially if you spend more than a year in politics. I got a lot of crap on me from when I was in politics, but that was 50 some odd 55 years ago. So good luck. Statute of limitations. Good luck finding it first of all, because I don't even remember what some of it was. But I know I did some. I had to do some stupids. So what else is going on today? It's a Saturday. It's very quiet down here, and I don't understand why. You know, we had we'd been dry for about 3 or 4 days down here, which is unusual, and then we made up for it last night. I was asleep at 10:30, and the rain just hitting the building and my windows and everything woke me up, woke Lucy up. But Lucy, come here. See if she'll come over here and say hello or not. Lucy, see if she's how she's feeling. This is a dog, a high energy dog that has no energy. Except when I let her off the leash in the morning, and in the afternoon. I'll be going out soon because we're going to my father-in-law's birthday today. Uh, Unfortunately, I don't think he'll know we were there. That's sad, but it's like I tell him, you have to go see him. You should see him whenever you get a chance because he's not going to be here forever, just like me. You know, I'm not going to be here forever, so you should be nice to me. And they decided not to. All right. I don't know if my chat thing works or not. I have to try and go in and figure this out because the purpose of my doing this thing is so that you people can come online and yell at me and do all this other crap. So I'm searching for things to talk about. The Olympics started. China won the first two gold medals. I lost interest in the Olympics when they allowed when they got mad that the basketball team lost the game and they put professionals in instead. We did pretty good in the Olympics with 100% quote unquote amateurs back in the day. We did really good. The fact that I mean, the hockey game against the Russians. I mean, that was come on. Those were the Russians weren't amateurs, and we were. We won, and we got through it. We won the gold medal. I mean, we didn't need to do this thing. But now it's all professionals, and it's they're all stoked up on whatever they're stoked up on, because you can tell some of these athletes are just beyond natural because they're paid to train now. You know, it's the amateur athletes, especially in the field of basketball. I forget how many play. What do you get? Maybe 200, maybe a little bit more professional basketball players that make any kind of money, decent money. Well, you got, let's see, you got 420 times 500, 200, 250, right? And the rest of these thousands of kids that are trying to, make a living at it or, playing basketball, don't make it. It's like in football, if you don't get into one of the top schools in the country, well, now you can get into Rutgers too and get a pro. And actually, Montclair State from New Jersey, which is a very small school, had a Hall of Fame linebacker. I can't remember his name. He's an excellent guy. I saw him play. I went to the college games and watched him play. He was good. The fact that he went in and started with the Saints was even better. But those days are kind of far and few between now. You got to go to a premier school. Look at the hype that they're giving to Dion's kids. I can't remember their names because they're weird names, but and they're giving all this hype to the quarterback, and the kid's got this attitude, and he's going to be. I don't think he's ever going to make it in the pros. I think he's going to get a contract like what's his name, the quarterback from the Raiders, the big heavy kid, the kid that came out looked like a tackle instead of a quarterback. I can't remember his name. He was considered one of the two biggest busts in pro football history. Well, that's what's going to happen to this kid from you know Sanders' kid because Sanders has got that attitude. I'm good. I'm great. Yeah, well, you had some. Let's see how good and great you are if you get through this season without getting fired as the head coach of Colorado. But football is, the training camps are on full blast this week, and I think we'll see some exhibition next week or something like that. So I have to call up everybody down here and let them know what's going on. Uh, that's my time of the year, football season. I have to make sure my subscription is paid up. I have to do that on another computer because it uses an entirely different operating system. But that's just one thing, and that's fine with me. Uh, my smart TVs don't work the way they're supposed to, so I have to plug in a computer to the compute to the TV, and it's okay. It works. It's getting very hot down here, but yet it's cloudy, so I don't know what's going on there. We'll have to wait and see at that. Uh, we hit the 15-minute mark, which is time for me to go. I'm going to check this out and find out why you can't talk on this. Maybe you're just not watching. I can understand if you're not watching. You don't like me. It's okay. I don't get upset. I don't go in a corner and cry like Donald does. All right, listen, I'm getting out of here. Everybody have a good day, and we'll see you about tomorrow.